As far as Xbox exclusives go so far this year, Sea of Thieves has been just about it. There was loads of internet hype going into its release, and it did pick up loads of players at launch. But the question is, how many of them players are actually still playing?
Sea of Thieves launched on March the 20th on PC and Xbox One. It didn't exactly set the world alight, scoring a 69 on Metacritic on the Xbox One based on 70 reviews. Some voiced concerns about a lack of content or meaningful sense of progression, but reviewers noted it provided a fun platform for co-op play. Well, Rare's first-person multiplayer pirate adventure was released like any other normal game, both physical and digital, but it was also the first new title to arrive on the Xbox Game Pass at launch. The game's actual release day coincided with a 14-day free trial on Xbox Game Pass that, as you might expect, a lot of people signed up for, especially just to take a spin on Sea of Thieves. But according to Superdata, those people may not have stuck around once the trial ran out. The firm reports that Sea of Thieves saw 1.7 million monthly active players on the Xbox One and 283,000 on the PC, so about 2 million total in its first month. However, Superdata says that, quote, more than half of these users obtained the game through the limited free trial offered as part of Microsoft's Xbox Game Pass. This leaves some unanswered questions concerning the long-term success of the title.
So we now know that around 2 million players played at launch Sea of Thieves, and around 1 million of those players played on the free trial. I was one of those players, and I cancelled my subscription to the Game Pass when it was about to renew, so I didn't pay anything. We don't know exactly how many of them people didn't renew, but we do know is that a lot of people played it for free. What they're kind of implying here is that a lot of them players didn't stick around. I wish we'd have had them figures to be able to tell you. However, some of them players may well have used the free trial to see whether they wanted to buy the game themselves.
And then might have gone on to do it, right?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
You can't tell with this kind of thing.
Yeah, so it's not kind of bad news. It's incomplete information is what it is, but we can speculate from this that it had a decent launch, at least 2 million people playing the game. That's a decent kind of launch, but a lot of people playing it for free. I don't know. Make your own assumptions about that. But the news certainly hasn't been all bad for Sea of Thieves. A recent report by the MPD Group revealed that the game was the fastest selling Rare game to date and was the 8th best selling game of 2018 so far. Rare is still beavering away on the title, having just this week sent out the 1.06 patch, which weighs in around 2 gigabytes and ramps up the game's customization, a highly popular request from within the community. They also chucked in a new limited time weapon, the Eye of Reach, which players can buy for just 1 gold. The studio put out an official developer update to go along with it as well. They have previously pledged to put out 6 major content updates by the end of the year, starting with this month, with plans for more enemies, more locations, more quests, and the addition of weekly in-game events.
Sea of Thieves is not the only Microsoft exclusive we'll see this spring, of course. State of Decay 2, the zombie battering and community survival game, arrives on PC and Xbox One on May the 22nd. That too will be coming to the Xbox Game Pass on day one, alongside its actual purchasable version, which will be about £24. So Rare has been saying this thing all along that, you know, the base version that you get at launch is just the beginning. They're going to keep adding content updates, and they've said there's 6 new major content updates coming this year, just in 2018. So it's that kind of thing where the game comes out as a platform, and then they'll build up on it from there.
A bit like No Man's Sky, you might say.
A bit like No Man's Sky. A lot of games doing this these days, but I guess if you've already bought into the game, what can you lose? There's going to be free content updates. There's going to be new stuff for you to go back in and play. And it's the kind of game that needs a community. It is a multiplayer game. There's co-op there, and there is PvP there as well. And it's this big open dynamic sandbox that they can just keep chucking stuff into and adding to. Hopefully they will be making the game a bigger and better experience than it was at launch. And I think it's great to see them still working on it and doing these vlogs as well. I always like it when developers do that, and they just kind of sit down and talk about what they're doing and what's going on behind the scenes and what they're going to be working on next and what the idea is behind certain changes in the game. That's always good to see. It's going to be interesting to see State of Decay 2's performance, if that's going to have a similar thing now with the Xbox Game Pass. Is that going to have 2 million people at launch and then 1 million people after the trial has run out or whatever?
That's true. I mean, they're both multiplayer. I mean, it's got multiplayer in State of Decay 2 as well.
Yeah,
it's not multiplayer focused the way that Sea of Thieves is. But one of the reasons why I jumped out of Sea of Thieves, I wasn't interested in playing for much longer, is because you can see it was lacking a lot of content, and the longevity of this game is going to depend on how well they support it going into the future. What's going to be involved in these content updates? If it's just more cosmetics, it's never going to pique my interest at all, because the cosmetics thing was the problem. There's far too many cosmetics to begin with. There wasn't anything meaningful to earn in the game. So we'll see how that pans out for them if they're just focusing on the cosmetics, which is apparently the most wanted feature from the community. That's what they want. Then I guess it keeps the players that are already there sticking around.
They're changing the way it works as well, which is cool. So one of the big criticisms was that no matter where you went, all the traders had the same stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the first changes. That's like I guess a thing, quite a straightforward thing for them to do. So different traders will have different things. So you might have to sail to a specific port to get the thing that you want, which is a good basic start, and that is a direct kind of response to what the community wants. So it's that kind of back and forth that you're going to hopefully see. If you've bought into this game, then that's the kind of thing that they should still be doing in the future.
Hopefully with the missions, new missions that are bringing in, they're not just all the same type of mission where you've got to go somewhere and dig something up, or go somewhere, collect a chicken.
Shop a skeleton.
Do some more varied content as well. And as for the Game Pass thing, I mean, it gives you some hard facts about how many people are using the Game Pass, and I think it's a great thing in itself, being able to play games day one on this service. I think they announced another 7 games this month alone, and some of them were pretty cool too. With State of Decay coming along the line too. It is a great service that we should try and promote, really, because I think it's a great value for money proposition for any gamers who want to play the newest games and are on a limited budget. So Sea of Thieves, did you try it out? Did you try out the Game Pass? If not, why not? Let us know down in the comments below. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new around there, check out another one of our videos on your screen there, support us on Patreon with that link right there. We'll see you again in the next video. Until then, bye for now.